Hi Cancer, welcome to your June 2022 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cancer, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope you have a wonderful solar return or ascendant return or lunar return. I really hope that you have so many blessings, and remember to fill that day of your solar return with a little bit of everything that you want the entire next 12 months ahead to have in it for you. With that said, before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and interactions with the world at large, but before we get to that, your Mindset Magic course is going live on June the 7th. There are going to be community calls every quarter where we get together for energy work and all kinds of weird and wonderful stuff. There are going to be PDFs, there's going to be meditations, there's all kinds of awesome stuff as a part of this, and you will gain access to the Radiant Reality Course Alums Facebook group. So it will be wonderful to have you be a part of this. I will be going live just before it goes, before the course goes live, so that you can ask any questions that you might have. All right. For your, thank you so much for allowing me to get my business spiel out. For your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the Three of Wands. This card has been very active this month, and so this tells me that in a lot of ways, I feel like this might be the dropping of a barrier of some sort, maybe something that we've all experienced as like, well, you can't do this because of this, and you can't do that because of this. There's something here. I actually feel like this is a barrier to travel of some kind that may be coming down this month. So I'll be interested to see how that plays out on the wider world stage. But for you personally, as an actions and interactions with the world at large card, the Three of Wands is you going big in order to say, I'm not going home, which, you know, for Cancers is quite rare. So I love this. There's very much an expansive energy with this card. And so when it comes to your actions, this is you being bold. This is you going for broke. This is you aiming higher or bigger or even wider than you have in previous months, which could be really, really exciting. For your communications and conversations, you have the Temperance card. So this is really nice. Like, this is alchemy. This is you utilizing the power of your words. The healing power of your words specifically are what's going to really hit this month. So something that you say, the way that you say it, the way that you present something to the world or to people in your sphere, your words can be truly healing this month for other people and maybe even for yourself. Because you've got this with the Three of Wands, there's a sense here that when it comes to work, when it comes to the profession, when it comes to how you interact with the world, this is you rising above something. So if some sort of drama kicks off, especially on the wider world stage or in your local area, this is you kind of looking at it from a much higher perspective. And maybe for some of you, this is you stepping up as a leader of some sort within your community. It doesn't just have to be like an in your local area community. This can be an online community. There's something this month that prompts you to step into a leadership position, even if you're not looking for it. And very often that is the case, right? When we don't want to lead, we don't want to be at the forefront, we just want to do our thing, how we're doing it, and coast along. And then the universe is like, oh, okay, so I'm going to shove you into this. Well done. For the other thing as well, with your Temperance card, I like this for alignment, and so it's through your conversations this month that you're really getting clear on why things are the way that they are for you. So pay attention, because a lot of your conversations this month are going to be really telling about where you are and why. And you know, if you want to change that, of course you can take Mindset Magic with me. My promotion of this course has been shameless, and I apologize. For your Heart and Half, you have the Page of Cups. This is beautiful. So for those of you that are single, I actually think, even though there's nothing here that suggests it, for those of you that are single, I think this is a reconnection with a partner. I think this is you, maybe for some of you, like, it's rare that I say this, but I'm going to say it now. I think for some of you, this could be a reconnection with a partner, with somebody from your past. This could be a connection that comes up. Now, I am going to say, you've got the Temperance card here in the communications. Things are going to have to be very different. Things are going to have to be talked about. One of these things might be that one of you is jabbed and one of you isn't. And this is, you know, it's such a divisive topic right now. This, you know, it might be something as mundane as that you guys are really having to wrestle out and say, okay, well, look, you know what? I feel like we're supposed to do this, but these are the boundaries that we need in place. And this is where, you know, I need to own my stuff, but you really need to own yours. There's a sense here of reconnection that I get from these cards. And it's like, in order to have that reconnection, you got to be really, really honest about where you both are at this moment in time. That Page of Cups, though, your heart is very much open, and I really like to see it. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is a very strong energy for talking something out. It's also for those of you that are partnered, this gives you the ability, like you and your partner this month, you're having a heart-to-heart. And that heart-to-heart makes all the difference. It's like it quells that desire to walk away from the relationship. Like and it looks like for some of you things are quite intense or quite rocky. Maybe not in the explosive sense, but definitely in the sense of, I'm not sure how much longer both of us can do this. But there's a really strong energy here for repairing, or at least releasing some of the stuff around the relationship. So this could be really, really nice. For your money and materials, you have the Lovers card. Okay, so for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, there is a choice here to be made about the resources, about the finances, and it could be that a boost comes to the money or the resources through the partner if you have one. If you're single, it's through other people. It's through offers, opportunities, conversations that come through other people that your lucrative resources sort of make themselves known. I got to be honest with you though, Cancer, if you're expecting this just to be money that just shows up for you and rains from the sky that you don't have to do anything with, not going to happen. That you have to be an active participant in this. But for some of you, it's really about making the decision, you know, about what you're going to do or where you're going to align your energy. And, you know, look, your heart, specifically your heart and your love and your relationships and all of that stuff, that's the power pack. You know, which I will be going into a lot more on my course. Last time, I promise. For your first week of the month, you have the Judgment card. So this is what I was looking for, and this is obviously what I felt was coming. This is the Blast from the Past card. And you've got this with the Three of Wands. This is you really surveying whether you want to take a step backward in some way. And I really feel like this relates to a partner, a relationship, you know, in some way it's like, how do I get back to this? How do I reconnect with this? But your actions, you know, it's like you're doing that thing, you know, like a cat, like before they step onto something, they paw the ground just to see if it's solid. They're like, I don't know if I trust this. Let me just check. That's the feeling of that first week of the month. But it's like whatever you find, it's solid ground. For your second week of the month, you've got the Chariot card. This is your energy. So this is you not only recalibrating yourself or realigning with yourself, but it's also you being really honest about what your soul wants and needs. And I think on a more practical level, for some of you, this could be getting away. This could be, maybe it's a weekend break. Maybe it's, you know, a visit to see a family member. For some of you, maybe this is just plans that you have that you're building for the long term in order to move. And if there is a move coming, it will either be an international one or a long distance one. For your third week of the month, you have the Star card right underneath the Page of Cups. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, that moment of fresh air, that fresh breath, that moment where you can say, you know what, I was getting worried about us for a minute. Like, this is where it all pays off. The hard work that you do or have done on a relationship, it pays off. This is, for some of you as well, this is you making long-term plans with a partner. And for a select few of you, that reconnection that's coming in, I gotta say, You need to be sure, because the chances are whatever you're setting into motion, it's likely that this person is going to be around for a while to come. And you just need to be sure, and that isn't for everyone. Not everyone is supposed to be a reconnection. You'll know if this is for you. You have to be discerning with your stuff, right? For your 4th week of the month, you've got the Devil card underneath the 6, or underneath the lovers. And this is really interesting because the lovers and the Devil, these are 1, all right? The number 15, the Devil card is number 15, 1 and 5 gives you 6, and the Lovers card is number 6. So these cards work in tandem. Be very conscious of decisions that you're making on the financial level this month, because they will have far-reaching ripples. This is not a month. If you've got vices and overindulgences, you've got to watch out for this, all right? For your moons of the month, so for your full moon that's happening, the moons are jacked up this month because we had 3 in May. So your full moon on June the 14th is taking place in your 6th house. This is all to do with your body maintenance, but it's also to do with the daily grind. How you show up at work, the work that you have to do, how you interact with employees, colleagues, bosses, etc. All of this stuff is found in this place. And, for you personally, your physical body could take the brunt of this. And for those of you that are self-medicating or, eating things that maybe, don't agree with you, etc., you could really feel that around this full moon. How you have or haven't supported or looked after your body is going to show up around that 14th of June point. For this, you've got the Gate 62 and practicality. The message behind this card is, does it do what it says on the tin? Does it work? Does it show up the way that it says it does? Because this is in the 6th house, this could very much be about your body, but it could also be about work. It could be about colleagues as well. Because this is the 6th house as well, this could be also the life or the health of a pet. And then your new moon on June the 29th is in your sign. This is a 1st house new moon. So this is, in essence, your body, your mind, your outlook, even your physical appearance are all being reset in some way. And for this, you've got the Gate 12 and caution. I smile at this because it's come up recently for a friend who is a Cancer ascendant. So if you're watching, you know who you are and you know what that means. This new moon, and the caution card, it's not to say be fearful or be caution. It's about doing the 3 of Wands, expanding your vision and saying, okay, you know what? I got to make something happen here. I got to take the gloves off. I got to take the training wheels off. Like, this is the time to be about it. This new moon is highlighting, or not highlighting you as such. It's giving you a reset button in some way. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.